number of MPs that are elected, we can at least have a balance of men and women in the parliament. And also, like our chieftaincy, I think since independence, we never have a woman chief. And we don't also, only I think we have 1 or 2 lady alcalos. So how can the National Assembly help us so that we can have gender parity in these areas? Thank you very much.
Responsibility of the National Assembly. That is a responsibility for constitutional reform. And it is possible to have parity, but then you must apply the same legal principles. What has been done in many countries that now have parity is to introduce proportional representation. And proportional representation would go in this form, that you vote for percentage 100, if there are 50 MPs is 100. Then each party will present a list when you are going for election, and you introduce parity in the list. 1 male, 1 female, 1 female, 1 male, until you finish your list. So at the end of the day, regardless of the political party, you will always have gender parity in the assembly. And I'm sure many people are recommending such a development because it is essential for men and women to continue to work together to build a nation. Now, in terms of chieftaincies and alcalship, you must bear in mind traditional systems. And how do you change traditional systems? You cannot just make a law and declare certain traditional systems to be null and void. So what is important is to ask yourself the question, what is the role of the alcalde? What is the role of a chief? Do you need to change the roles? Because if you have a village, the alcalde can be the custodian of what happens in the village regarding to birth, etc., registering birth, and so on. But then you can restrict it to roles of that nature. And in terms of development, you have a village development committee or village council where people will be elected to be able to run the affairs of the village for development purposes. So those are the changes that you introduce in a system to make them relevant without affecting what other people may think in terms of their tradition. So I would say that you need to change the role of a chief, the role of an alcalde, restrict it to areas where it may serve their purpose, and change and introduce the elective principles in those areas so that the issue of development will require the participation of all. I don't know whether I've addressed your question.
Thank you.